A dark, rainy night in a quiet town sets the stage for an unexpected encounter. The streets glisten under the dim glow of streetlights, rainwater pooling in cracks along the pavement. Marcus Grant moves like a shadow, his breath sharp in the cold air. He's a fugitive, fresh from a maximum security prison break, and he's running out of time. He scans the streets, searching for an opportunity, an advantage, something, anything, to help him disappear. That's when he spots Jordan Williams. She walks alone, her hospital scrubs damp from the mist, her posture relaxed but purposeful. Mid-30s, black, seemingly unaware of the danger lurking just feet away. Marcus sees his chance. If he can take her, use her as leverage, he might just buy himself enough time to escape the tightening net of law enforcement closing in on him. He moves quickly, silently. Before she can react, his arm is around her, a rough hand clamping over her mouth as he drags her into the shadows. The struggle is brief, too brief. He binds her hands, securing her, and for a moment, he thinks he's won. He's wrong. Jordan doesn't thrash. She doesn't beg. Instead, she watches him with an eerie calm, her eyes steady and unafraid. There's something in her gaze, something calculating. Dragging her into an abandoned building, Marcus forces her into a corner, tightening his grip. His hands shake slightly, nerves creeping in despite his hardened past. "Who are you really?" he demands, voice sharp. He expects pleading, panic. Instead, she tilts her head ever so slightly, assessing him. Does it matter? Jordan's voice is smooth, measured. Marcus doesn't like it. The silence thickens. He paces, muttering about needing to get out before the cops close in. Jordan remains still, watching, studying, calculating. Then she speaks. "Why me?" The question catches Marcus off guard. His jaw tightens. "You were just a pawn," he snaps. "A means to an end." Jordan's lips twitch in something almost like amusement. "You're the one who doesn't know who you're dealing with." Marcus narrows his eyes, but the words gnaw at him. There's something off about her, something unsettling. And the more she talks, the more uncertain he becomes. Jordan subtly plants doubt in his mind, unraveling his confidence thread by thread. She asks about his plan, about his allies, about the people who were supposed to meet him after his escape. "Where are they, Marcus?" Her voice is soft but firm. "They were supposed to be here, weren't they?" A flicker of doubt crosses his face. "They left you, didn't they?" She continues, her voice like a blade slicing through his defenses. "They set you up. They made sure you took the fall." Marcus clenches his jaw, but the panic creeping into his eyes betrays him. "Shut up," he growls. Jordan leans forward just slightly. "You're alone now, Marcus. Just like they wanted." His hands tremble. "No, this isn't how it was supposed to go. He was supposed to have help, backup, a way out. And yet, no one has come." The realization rattles him, and Jordan sees it. She knows she has him. "You thought you were in control," she murmurs, her voice almost pitying. "But you never were." Marcus tries to reassert his dominance, stepping closer, looming over her. But Jordan remains unfazed. She's been waiting for this moment. The second his guard drops, the second his mind fractures under the weight of doubt, she moves. It's swift, precise. A shift of her weight, a snap of her wrist, and suddenly the binds around her hands fall loose. Marcus barely has time to react before she's on him. She moves with a speed and strength that shocks him, striking in a flurry of motion. His knife clatters to the floor. In the blink of an eye, Jordan has him pinned, his own arm twisted behind his back. He struggles, but it's useless. He stares up at her, breathless, stunned. "You should have known better," Jordan says, her tone cold, almost disappointed. A knock at the door. Sharp, precise. Marcus's stomach drops. The door swings open, revealing a tall man in tactical gear. His posture is rigid, his expression unreadable. "Commander," the man greets with a nod. "All clear." Marcus stiffens. He looks at Jordan. No, at Commander Jordan Williams. She was never a victim. She was never just a woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was hunting him from the start. "Get him to the transport," Jordan orders. "Make sure he's comfortable." Marcus's breath comes in short gasps. No, this wasn't how it was supposed to happen. He was the one in control. He was the one with the plan. But now, he's the one caught in the trap. The officer secures his wrist with a zip tie, yanking him to his feet. Marcus flinches but doesn't resist. There's no point anymore. The realization sinks in. His empire, his escape, his future, it's all over. As they drag him toward the door, he turns to look at Jordan one last time. "You won't get away with this," he spits out, desperate for some last shred of control. Jordan steps forward, meeting his gaze head-on. "You were never going to get away, Marcus," she says evenly, "and you're not even going to know how this ends." A shiver runs down his spine. The door slams shut behind him. Jordan exhales, the weight of the night pressing on her shoulders. She walks to a cracked window, watching as Marcus is loaded into the transport van. Rain drips from the eaves of the building, the cold air thick with finality. Her radio crackles. "Package delivered," she confirms. A voice responds. "Copy that. Commander." "Orders." Jordan glances at her phone. A new message blinking on the screen. An unknown number. "I hear you got him." Impressive. "What's next?" She types back. The mission doesn't end with him. She doesn't need to explain. Stepping into the rain, she vanishes into the night. The storm has passed, but the real game is just beginning.